Good day. It is July 25th. That means, let's see, August, September, October, November. 5 months till Christmas. Less than 2 months till school starts again. Anyways, today we're going to be doing Ezra 8, starting in verse 18, going through 20, and Proverbs 25. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Begin Ezra 8, starting at verse 18. Then, by the good hand of our Elohim upon us, they brought us a man of understanding of the sons of Mali, the son of Levi, the son of Israel, namely Sherebiah, with his sons and brothers, 18 men, verse 19, and Hashabiah, and with them Jeshiah of the sons of Meriah, his brothers and their sons, 20 men. 20 also of the Nethinim, whom David and the leaders had appointed for the service of the Levites, 220 Nethinim, all of them designated by name. So Ezra put out a call because there were no Levites in the group. And he told him, get me some Levites. Well, probably, maybe not phrase polite or that, but that was the gist of his message. That was to be for sacrifices and that. Verse 18. Then by the good hand of our Elohim upon us, they brought us a man of understanding. Understanding here means discretion and wisdom. In other words, he knew what was up. He knew right from wrong. He knew better from best. The sons of Mali, the son of Levi, the son of Israel. So Levi, he's a priest. Namely, Sherebiah with his sons and brothers, 18 men. So they got 18 plus them two to do the sacrifices. Verse 19. And Hashabiah, and with him Jeshiah, the men of Meriah, and his brothers and their sons, 30 men. Now Meriah was a Levite. So another 30 or so men, so it's at least 50. And verse 20. Also the Nethinim, whom David and the leaders had appointed for the service of the Levites, 220 Nethinim, all of them designated by name, ministering his service for the temple. Nethinim are the descendants that was left of the Amorites, Hittites, Pezerites, Hivites, Jebusites, and then later Solomon hired them on as servants after David. Proverbs 25. These also are the Proverbs of Solomon, which the men of Hezekiah, king of Judah, copied out. There's a revival going on now at the time. A literary revival. 2. It is the glory of Elohim to conceal a matter, but the glory of the kings is to search out a matter. So God makes you look for things. 3. The heaven for height and the earth for depth, and the heart of the kings is unsearchable. You got to look everywhere. 9. Take away the dross from the silver, and there cometh a vessel for the refiner. Take away the wicked from before the king, and his throne shall be established in righteousness. Just as you take away the impurities from precious metals, you take away the wicked from the kingdom. 6. Glorify not thyself in the presence of the king, and stand not in the place of great men. In other words, don't brag on yourself in front of your bosses. 7. For it is better that it is to be said unto thee, come up hither, than thou shouldst be put lower in the presence of the prince whom thy eyes have seen. Yeah, if someone, you gotta be put down lower and lower and lower. 8. Go not forth hastily to strive. In other words, don't get in fights easy. Lest thou know what to do the end thereof. When thy neighbor has put thee to shame, you start a fight, and says, look, you're wrong. 9. Debate thy cause with a neighbor, in other words, talk it over, but reveal not the secret of another. Don't gossip. What he tells you, keep in confidence. You can still file police reports and let the proper people know, but don't gossip. I see that heareth revile thee, and thine infamy not turn not away. So people who hear go, oh, he's a gossip, don't tell him anything. 11. A word fitly spoken is like apples of gold in setting of silver. As an earring of gold and an ornament of fine gold, so is a wise reprover upon an obedient ear. Words fitly spoken, smoothly, without hesitation, at the proper time and place, is beauty within beauty. 13. As the cold of snow in the time of harvest, so is a faithful messenger to him that sends him, for he refreshes the soul of his master. Yes, a faithful messenger is refreshing. The snow in harvest, when it's normally hot, is refreshing. 14. As vapors and wind without rain, so is he that boasts of a false gift. So he's going to say, yeah, I got something for you, or I got this, I got that, and you don't have that. It's just like clouds without rain. 5. By long forbearing is the ruler persuaded, and by a soft tongue breaketh the bone. And a soft tongue breaketh, yeah, patience is needed. 16. Hast thou found honey? Eat so much as sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled with and vomited. Too much of a good anything, even a good thing, is bad. Don't be a hog. 17. Let thy foot be seldom in thy neighbor's house, lest he be sated with thee and hate thee. Yeah, don't go over there with every little problem. 18. As a maul and a sword and a sharp arrow, so is he that beareth false witness against his neighbors. They can hurt you so much. A maul will crush you because it's really just a big hammer. A sword can stick you, and an arrow can wound you from afar. 19. Confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. It is painful. 20. As one that has taken the garment of cold weather and has a vinegar upon nitre, so is he that singeth songs to a heavy heart. 21. If thine enemy be hungry, give him bread to eat, and if he be thirsty, give him food to drink. Tend to your enemy. For thou wilt heap coals of fire upon his head, and Yahweh will reward thee. 23. The north wind bringeth forth rain, and the backbiting tongue an angry countenance. What do you expect? 24. It is better to dwell in the corner of a housetop than a house in common with a contentious woman. Peace and quiet is better than fighting. 23. As cold waters to a faint soul, so is good news from a far country. 26. As a troubled fountain and a corrupted spring, so is a righteous man that giveth way before the wicked. When you go to a spring, you expect cool water, refreshing water, and if it's corrupted or brackish, it tastes nasty and it may even hurt you. Same way, when the righteous man gives way before the wicked, you expect him to stand up to it, and he doesn't. 27. It's not good to eat much honey, so for men to search out their own glory is not glory. Yeah, don't brag on yourself. And 28. Like a city broken down without a wall, so is he that is pure without restraint. If you don't restrain yourself, you're leaving yourself wide open. If you don't control yourself, someone else will. I hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Remember, Jesus loves you. So do I.